late on the comedy gold findings. You're going to come up short this time around. Fat in the stuffing.
You look really deep in thought.
Oh, really? I was looking at someone's tweet and saying, "Should I mute this motherfucker?" I think I'm muting this motherfucker. I've had enough.
Mute the motherfucker.
I muted the motherfucker.
Here's your thought of the day before we start the show. We are recording, by the way. I never thought I'd have to say the phrase, "I need to get my air conditioner repaired." At the end of November.
Was it hot?
Well, I don't control the heat in my building.
Oh.
So I just have the radiator.
Yeah.
So Wednesday night, I'm like, it's just too damn hot in my bedroom, and I just leave the air conditioner in the window.
Right.
I know, right?
I used to use that move too when I was single.
Well, I don't take the AC out of the window all year, so I just flipped it on, and just before I'm about to go to bed at like 1 a.m, I hear rang, 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 rang. I'm like, fuck. It's not a good sound.
No.
Burned out the fan motor, it sounds like.
Damn.
Yeah. So, fun times. All right. You got the motherfucker muted?
Yeah. I meant someone on Twitter. I had to mute their tweets.
I know what you meant. All right. It's time to rock and or roll.
Time to rock the Casbah, baby.
Sharif don't like it.
Too bad.
All right. In 3, 2.
No, wait, John. I gotta tell you. Oh,
you did that one already, like 2-3 weeks ago.
I know. I can't resist it though. It's so good. I was trying not to smile right before I did it too, to give it away.
No, you were already laughing before.
I know. I was.
You were laughing on. Wait.
I was trying. Jen says when I do stuff like that, this like look comes on my face, like I get like a little smirk, and she knows something's coming, and I try to poker face it, and I just can't.
All right. I'm glad I refilled this water.
Did we just have staring contests?
Oh, the other problem is that right now you're on the side screen, so I'm not even looking. I'm not looking straight at the camera to look at.
Yeah.
I gotta. I should juggle
it. You gotta juggle it.
So the chat windows.
Juggle it just a little bit.
Yeah. So the chat window's on the side, and you are in front of me.
Ooh.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we doing a countdown or something?
We are.
Oh.
We're doing a countdown in 3, 2, 1. And here's the countdown. 3, 2. You did not see that one coming. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Geekodrome. Geekodrome is the weekly roundtable discussion of all things geek. I am John, and I am joined by the man who's tripping on tryptophan, Stugots.
Ooh, man, oh man.
Now,
tryptophan is strong in this one.
If you don't follow Stugots on the Twitters, you did not see his big old turkey yesterday.
Oh my God. It was a glorious turkey. 22 pounds.
I only saw the pictures, so I didn't get the smells, the taste.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to
I deep fried it yesterday, and I deep fried my turkey every time I do it in vegetable oil rather than peanut oil. If you do it in peanut oil, you get that like that Kentucky Fried Chicken skin on it. But if you do it in vegetable oil, you get the skin as if you put it in the oven and broiled it, for 10 hours. But only it's completely moist all the way through. It is moist. It is super moist. There's not a dry piece to it. Every single shred is moist when you do it this way.
But is it moist?
Oh, it's moist, baby.
The most moist?
It's the most moist your mom has ever been. All right.
That was just bad.
And 22 pounds. I mean, it was gigantic.
It was a small child. It wasn't a turkey.
Deep frying a small child would be delicious.
Well, we'll have to work on that recipe for next time.
Yeah.
So I went to visit other people, so I didn't have the pleasure of having that much turkey in my own home. But I did get to catch up on some TV this weekend.
What'd you catch up on?
I caught up on Titans finally.
All right. I watched episode 6. Just, random.
Okay.
Just because, mainly because I had Jason Todd in it and I wanted to see how it was going to be. For years, I had a friend who passed away, but I had a friend who always told me how the Batman-Dick Grayson relationship was sexual. And I always stood fast and hard on how it wasn't. And watching that episode, though, I'm glad he's not alive because I'd have to tell him he's right, and there'd be nothing to make that motherfucker happier than to know that he was right about something. Oh my God, Dick Grayson, you're a jilted lover. He's jilted.
You think it was that bad?
Oh my God! And let me tell you, it's not the acting that these people did. I'm sure they're fine actors. It wasn't bad. I don't know if that's what they're going for in this, but holy crap, jilted lover.
I don't think that was quite what they were going for.
Oh my God! Every single thing that Jason did, he was jealous. Oh, you don't have access to this. He didn't do this for you. Oh my God! Everything.
Well, I thought that was just Jason Todd being an arrogant little prick.
Oh no, definitely. But Dick's reaction was that of a former lover.
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is supposed to be like his surrogate parent, who's now, now that Dick tries to nice. We have the Lando Empire Strikes Back glass from Burger King.
Yeah,
over there,
and it's filled with wine, baby.
And it should be Colt 45 because Colt 45 does it every time.
Look funny having that on my table.
That would, but I think it was just supposed to be like Dick decides he needs his own space, and Bruce kind of cuts him off. And it's it's sort of a parent disowning more than.
Oh no, it's so not. It is jilted lover.
Well, but this is vaguely what I wanted to bring up with this. How characters represented in like media just don't match, or sometimes do, sometimes don't match their on-screen version versus the comic books. Like, I really think that aside from your jilted lover thing, the Dick Grayson is really pretty accurate for that time period when Titans, the original comic, came out.
Yes, yeah, no, definitely.
And I really think that by episode, I think they're doing 11 episodes. By the last episode, we're going to see Nightwing.
I hope so. I kind of felt like it was either leading to, it's definitely leading to Nightwing, coming out, much like Daredevil at the end of season 1 where he put on the red outfit, Yeah. So it's definitely leading towards that. I also felt like it's leading to some sort of Batman confrontation.
I hope so, but I don't think Batman's going to be in the show.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Because even though I'm not in, I've watched 2 episodes so far, and I don't enjoy it, I still keep up on the news of it because I want it to be successful. I want it to be good. It's just not for me, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be. It could still not be for me and be successful, and still be good. It's just I can't get. I tried getting into it and I can't.
So was episode 6 the one that they showed the flashbacks?
Yes, to the Batcave.
Well, to the whole adoption thing, like it read the story.
Yeah.
because by just binging it, I don't know what happens when, unfortunately, in that way. So I mean, they kind of show Bruce Wayne like 3 times, and it's always in shadow, which means they don't want to really say that this is the actor who is Bruce Wayne in our universe.
Right.
You know, because if they were going to do a Batman thing, here would be Bruce, and we would have, you know, at least a look at his face. And we don't get that, so I think that if it's going to happen, it's going to get pushed back. But I mean, that's not what Titans is about. Titans is partially
about them. So I'd rather see the Nightwing come out, you know, name being used, than see a Batman confrontation. I don't need to see that.
Yeah, I would rather see Nightwing also. But there's what, 5 main characters in the show.
Yeah.
We have Dick, we have Starfire, we have Raven, we have Beast Boy, and is that it for the team, or is there one more?
No, there is one more. Or is there 2?
Well, Robin was only for the 1 episode.
No, Jason was only for 1 episode. No, yeah, you're right then.
I'm gonna quick jump onto the IMDb
because like, isn't there 5 of them? Is there only 4 of them?
Dick, Coriander, Rachel Roth, Gar Logan, 5th. Oh, and then they had like a couple who were single episodes, like Jason Todd, like Hawk and Dove. Okay. You know, what's her name? Wonder Girl. Donna Troy is going to be in the next episode.
Yeah.
They did an episode with Doom Patrol, which was cool to see. You know, because fucking Doom Patrol.
Which episode is that? I might have to watch it.
That was, I want to say 3.
Okay.
It's sort of when they do the backstory for Beast Boy.
All right. What I always liked about Doom Patrol, one of the things I could say I liked is the name, because it reminded me very much of the tag team in WCW, Doom, of Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, which was totally badass. And when I first picked up the Doom Patrol comic book, which was around that same time, I was like, oh man, if this has some, and I like, sometimes you don't even realize things. You're like, oh crap, if this has got anything to do with those personas, it's gonna be badass. And it didn't. And I wasn't disappointed, but after I read one comic book, I was like, this is pretty badass though.
Yeah, especially love the Grant Morrison run on that book.
So good stuff.
So, but my problem is, like, of the 4 mains, the 5th one would be Cyborg, but he's not in this show.
Yeah, but he's not in it. Yeah. That's where I was confused.
Yeah. But like, I really feel like 2 out of 4 of them are really good representations of the characters. Like, okay. I really dig the Dick Grayson Robin Nightwing, whoever he is. I think he's great. I think because they're building up Raven, I really like what they're doing with Raven.
Yeah.
But my problem is the other 2.
The other 2 are kind of
like Beast Boy. They didn't commit to turning him green, which was but then he can only turn into a tiger. Like,
so then he's just Tiger Boy.
So he's either like human, or he gets naked and turns into a tiger. And part of the appeal was that he could turn into any animal.
Anything. He's manimal.
Exactly. And it's just like, well, okay, now he's just a were-tiger. Like, it kind of partially defeats the character. I don't know if that's something they're going to build up to, but it just annoys me. Like, otherwise, the characters are right, and I can kind of deal with the green skin thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just don't dig that aspect of the Beast Boy. And then when the show was, like, announced, they started showing the actors. Like, people saw Starfire, and it got a really bad reaction.
Well, because, like, the reaction was, well, she's black.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's last time I checked. Alien's gonna be black too.
I know. It's like, yeah, and when she uses her powers, she does, turn orange.
Yes.
And it's all right. I can kind of deal with that. But I really just hate the representation of the character.
Yeah.
Like, she's an amnesiac who dresses like a stripper.
I thought she was a stripper.
I think she is in the first episode. I don't remember. But still, it's just like, I don't know. If it's just, I don't like the character, that version of it.
Yeah.
And it's not racial. It's just the way the character is represented.
Yes.
And it bothers me when I watch it, no matter where Like if she's in it, I don't like that version of the character. You know, meanwhile, like I watch the Marvel shows, and I don't think there's a single character I can think of that I I didn't like the representation. They may have changed them, but
Daisy.
well, but Daisy is such a not character. Like Daisy had like so few appearances before that she was a non-character that you're just hating that version of it. But like,
No, I hate how the show revolves around her.
no, I get that, and I agree with that. But it's just it's not the representation versus the comic book. It's just you just don't like that character.
Yes,
it's fine, but you don't like how they center the stories around that character.
Yes,
and I'll agree with that. I mean, she was okay in like the first season or two, where she's the intro character and she's the hacker and whatever. But she's got the powers and she's the hacker and now she's the leader and this, that. And it's like, all right, we got it.
We got it. It's our show.
But like, I was thinking more along the lines of the Netflix series.
No, I understand what you mean.
But like, I don't know if you've caught up with Daredevil series 3 yet.
No, I've only watched the first season of Daredevil.
Okay. Second is, third is back on point. But
you think that's because the Kingpin is the focal point again?
That's a big part of it.
Okay.
Because
never mind. I mean, obviously, Vincent D'Onofrio. We both spoke about on the show how much we enjoy his work, but it's just like Batman without the Joker, where it's just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, there's no solid villain to season 2.
Yeah,
which is part of the problem, and the ninjas are fucking boring, which is something I never thought I'd really say in my lifetime. That the ninjas are boring.
The ninjas are boring motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, the Elektra. I like the character of Elektra. I like the.
Jen just looked over from the couch and like, ninjas? What?
Yeah, it's all about the ninjas. I mean, I like the Elektra, although the one thing I don't like is she's supposed to be the bad influence on Matt's life.
Yeah.
And in the flashbacks, they never do anything especially bad.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you kind of dropped the ball on that one. And the Punisher was good. I didn't have a lot to work with, but John Barenthal was really good. And
I thought it was really good.
And he led really well into his series.
Yeah.
Which dealt with so many great issues. So again, like that version of the Punisher is cool. That version of Elektra was mostly on point. Daredevil, was good. I mean, I know they obviously stay away from the red costume because it just doesn't work on screen.
Yeah.
And they've realized that. And that becomes a big point in this third series.
So what's he wearing now in the third season?
Back to black.
Okay.
Yeah, so because he doesn't know if he wants to be Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
But he still feels like he needs to prove himself again. So he wears the black costume from season 1.
Okay.
But we have Bullseye now, who is an FBI agent who Wilson Fisk kind of turns.
Oh.
And he becomes sort of an evil Daredevil, wearing the red costume and trying to, put blame on the real Daredevil.
Ooh.
So that he looks like he's a bad guy. And it really works. And, it's not the same version as the comic book. But I think it kind of leads into it. Like, if we see him again in a future series, he is that character now.
Yeah.
I don't really need to give away too much of the series. But they kind of build up to it. And he gets mortally wounded and then becomes, injured. And that's kind of where they leave the series with him.
Okay.
But again, it's like I love the representation. I know you hate Jessica Jones, but that's how she is in the comic book.
Man, I'm so glad I never read that comic book.
Purple Man, David Tennant was really good in the series as the villain. Second season didn't really have a villain, which kind of, hamstringed it. Luke Cage was fantastic.
I liked Luke Cage.
I don't go deep on Luke Cage comics.
Me neither, but for the little that I know, and mostly what I know about the Luke Cage comics or the character has to do with the anytime there was a crossover for Marvel. More importantly, the Civil War crossover that he's featured in, and he's fighting, alongside Cap, and he says something to Captain America like, "We all just want to be you," and it was like, to me, like that really spoke to these characters, to all of their characters and all of their, the fibers of them that make them up. Like Captain America's the measuring stick in the Marvel universe for heroes. Every other hero fighting on the street wants to be Cap, and that's what like to me, like that Luke Cage is just a Captain America for like more for the people.
Oh, he's a street level Cap.
Yeah, which I enjoy. I like the street levels.
I do too.
I don't think the cosmics.
It depends on the cosmic, but it's the relatability. It's what built Marvel Comics.
Yes. Yes.
The Fantastic Four, okay, they went into space, but that's not what you get into. You get into them because they're a family and they act like a family. And yeah, they go on space adventures sometimes, but they're down to earth. They have real family problems. It's why Peter Parker is, the center of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Because he is the most relatable. When Marvel was building itself up, this is who your readers were. They were Peter Parker.
Yes, they were teenagers who didn't know what the hell to do with themselves.
Exactly. They were teenagers who were outcasts, who just didn't know how to, just be who they were and kind of be comfortable with themselves. And seeing Peter Parker, it was a character they could relate to, and it gave them confidence and, whatever else. And I think that's what the Marvel universe has always been, and DC has always been about, larger than life. I could maybe be Spider-Man. I don't think I'll ever be Superman.
Right. I could never be Superman.
No. But you are pretty super.
Man. I try to be. I try my best.
And, but Captain America, he's the guy with the ideals, the guy you try to live up to his his view of you, and always looks at the best in people. He's that mentor you wish you had.
Yeah. Oh my God, do I ever?
Because as much as you want, you're not going to be Captain America. He's very much that Superman, Batman level. And it's not like you're ever going to be Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I'm not going to be Silver Surfer, clearly.
But
I don't even know how to surf.
You live in Florida. You can learn.
On the West Coast, there's really not much for surfing. The Gulf of Mexico, it looks like a sheet of ice, even when there are speedboats racing in the water.
Could you learn to walk on water then?
I do that every day.
Oh, okay. And even the Marvel movies, there's just the characters are relatable because they're so close, and they take those essences from the characters in the comics, and it's why the Marvel movies have been so successful. Because you can see the aspects that made them great. You can see
they have those human aspects.
Exactly, it's those human qualities. All right, maybe I'll never be as rich as Iron Man, but I can relate to his problems, his alcoholism, his womanizing.
I can identify to those.
Cheers. And it's just they're human. They have foibles, as opposed to DC, and they don't. And then just the versions on screen, they mostly suck. And
How about Venom grossing more money than Wonder Woman?
Did it go more than Wonder Woman? Because I know it went.
Yes, I just read that an hour and a half ago.
I missed that.
I was like, oh my! And I'm not saying it's a terrible movie or bad or good, but Wonder Woman was just great. It was a great movie.
It really was. I think it has issues in the third act, but that's me. But let's see.
A lot of movies do, though. An ending, it's very hard to wrap up a movie.
I'll agree with that.
Or any story. It's really hard to just wrap it up and know when to go.
Let's see. I'm looking at the Wikipedia.
The only movie I can say that has a solid third act, well, really not even solid. I was going to say Goodfellas, but it gets so intertwined with the relationship of Henry and Karen that was just like, oh, shut up already. Please walk into the building. Let Robert De Niro's guys rape and kill you. Who the hell wants to hear your mouth anymore? Terrible character.
Let's see. According to Box Office Mojo, 822 was it million for Venom, and Wonder Woman 821. Yeah, look at that.
Told you. Why would you think I lied?
I wanted to see the numbers. It's a million ahead right now, and it's still in theaters, so it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going strong.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe will it catch up to like all the Marvel movies before it's done?
It's gonna gross more than Star Wars.
Well, you know, these latest Star Wars. Well, it might beat Solo.
Yeah.
So looking at this list, next one for it to knock off is Thor Ragnarok.
Jeez, how close is that?
853 million.
It's not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make it there.
No, it's not.
It's gonna. It's.
I want to see if you wanted to bet. If you wanted to bet again, because I won our last bet. To give you a shot to redeem yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. No, because now we're getting into the really high grossing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes Thor Ragnarok, Guardians 2, Batman v Superman, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Spider-Man 3. Oh, that one was awful.
Oh, that one's got to drop off. I mean,
Dark Knight.
That one down.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises, Civil War, Iron Man 3, Incredibles 2, Black Panther, Age of Ultron, Avengers, and Infinity War. Yeah, I don't think it's doing Infinity War money.
No.
But I'm really psyched for Captain Marvel and Avengers 4 next year, because they've just been nailing it left and right.
I've seen people bitching that there's no. We talked about last week, I think, about the lack of a trailer, or did we talk about that in private?
I don't remember if it was on or off.
I think we talked about it just in private, and people were like, "Oh, there's a trailer coming Black Friday." Oh, this is what it was. Everyone was saying there was going to be a trailer Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
But then Tuesday is the 1-year anniversary of the Avengers of the Infinity War trailer being released on Good Morning America. Because I watched a YouTube video about it. Of course, this is why I say, like, they don't need to put out a trailer. Because if you look on YouTube and put in Infinity War 4 trailer, or Avengers 4 trailer, rather, there are things that come up with that in the title.
Oh, yeah.
Where you think, oh, did this trailer come out and I don't know? Not me, per se, because I know it didn't. But, like, just people who are looking who don't know end up watching a 10-minute video of some guy breaking down the Infinity War trailer from a year ago, but the video was posted 2 days ago. Again, to make you think that it came out and you don't know it. So one of the things that were talked about in this video that I had watched, and I won't say who it was because I wouldn't want to give them any more traffic because they're deceitful in their labeling, was that how Tuesday was the anniversary for the Infinity War trailer. So look for a video to come on the trailer to come this Tuesday. But the movie comes out like a month later this time than it did last time.
Yeah, it's May this time, isn't it?
So yes. So a Christmas Day trailer release, whatever Marvel movie comes out like that, or Disney movie that comes out Christmas, would have that trailer attached to it.
All right. I am going to give my prediction.
Okay.
We are going to see it between December 15th and December 21st.
Online, we'll see it. You mean?
Yeah, it'll be released online. I don't know what Disney movies are coming for the holidays.
You don't think they'd put it with Spider-Verse?
You know what? That's probably what it'll be.
I mean, that's what I would say, because they want to get people to see that movie.
And it looks like a lot of fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. I don't think it needs any sort of help, with that. They don't need a rub from that. But I could see it. It would make, to me, business sense of, you want to see the Infinity 4 trailer, you go see this movie opening weekend, and then put the trailer out, Good Morning America, on the Tuesday.
All right, so that comes out December 14th.
Right.
So that would be perfect timing because Aquaman comes out on the 21st.
Right.
And so my prediction is you're going to see it the week before
to try to hurt the buzz for Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That is my prediction.
I'd go with the gimmick of, hey, we're going to put out with Spider-Verse, and then say, go see Spider-Verse opening weekend, but then Tuesday morning, Good Morning America has it.
Or they're not going to wait that long. Because the problem is that it'll get bootlegged.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one problem with movies today. Like, we know the trailer's there, we're just going to bootleg it and get all the hits on our YouTube.
So they have to do it all on Friday.
So yeah, so if they're going to do it that way, it would be on the Today Show Friday morning.
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. I don't watch any of those shows.
Oh, because I only know it's Disney. That's why it would be Good Morning America.
ABC, yeah. Again, I don't know one of those from the other, unfortunately.
Oh no, I know him only because this is where it starts to matter of who gets what guests. You know what I mean? Like Kimmel gets all the Avengers guests, the top tier Avengers guests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where let's just say Jimmy Fallon's going to get Falcon.
Yeah,
he gets Bob Mackie. Where Fallon gets Chris Evans.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Kimmel gets Chris Evans, and Mackie is on.
Yeah.
The other.
Which
Fallon.
anytime Mackie's been on Fallon, he's absolutely killed, and I love him.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I've seen clips. I don't watch any of those.
Oh my God! The one time he was on, it was maybe the first time he was on Fallon, and it was for Civil War, and Bill O'Reilly was the guest because he had a book.
Oh,
I'll never forget this because this was brilliant. And Fallon, I mean, I don't know how big of a comic book fan Jimmy Fallon is, or maybe someone on his staff is. Says to Mackie, "Do you though your character Falcon in the comic books becomes Captain America?" And he just looks over at Bill O'Reilly, deadpans, and was like, "Hey, Bill, I'm going to be Captain America. How do you feel about that?" And then he just starts going, "I'm going to be Captain America." He gets up, starts dancing like, "Ah!" And you just see Bill O'Reilly, stone face, like, "No, no, it's bad enough. Bad enough when you people are president. I'm not going to have one of you people be Captain America." That was in character. That wasn't my view. That's Bill O'Reilly in character.
I read that. I read the series. It was good, but he's not Steve.
No, but but to see Bill O'Reilly's face though.
Yeah, I believe it.
Was what? Is that Jewel singing? Jen? Oh, is that Jewel singing?
Jewel is still a thing.
Jen's watching, or Jen, I shouldn't say watching, on the TV is some Trans-Siberian Orchestra thing. Jen's listening to a lecture for school. Sorry, I won't bother you. I forgot you were doing that.
Is it the same Trans-Siberian Orchestra special they've been showing for like 10 years now or whatever?
Oh, God, I would have no idea.
I used to like their music, but it's just same shit.
That is Jewel.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. We were watching Elf, and then I came over here to do the show, and then Elf was over. And now, the TV's just on, which is really odd for us that the TV's even on.
Well, Sunday night is one of the few nights that has shows that I want to watch. So.
Oh, yeah. Our TV, the TV is on all weekend when the kids are here. When the kids aren't here, the TV's off.
That works for me. Unless they're watching Spider-Verse, because everybody wants to watch that.
No, we're just going to go to the movies to see it.
That's true. You got to go to the movies to see it. And then it'll be on.
How are you going to watch something like that on TV, John? It's not even in the theaters yet. What's wrong with you?
Maybe on People Who Knows People.
Oh.
I don't know people like that, though.
I was going to say, I don't think we know people like that.
I have family who are in the industry. They don't give me movies or anything.
Jerks?
It's fine. But I get to talk movies at family functions with them.
All right, that's good.
I'm not going to go on record as saying who or what. So
No, I wouldn't want you to. But it's nice to be able to talk movies with somebody, at a family function. At a family function. I don't have anyone. Jen's dad loves old Western movies, so I get to talk to him about that. But it's like, all right, what am I talking about here? John Wayne again?
What's wrong with John Wayne, Pilgrim?
I hate John Wayne.
I'm kind of indifferent. I never really got into those movies.
He's a douchebag in every film.
Okay. I mean, we could do an episode on Westerns, but I'm not really a westerns guy. I don't know about you.
Dude, a modern Western, modern day Western, you're going to enjoy, right?
All right.
Hell or High Water.
Okay, haven't seen that one, so I will check it out.
Such a good one. Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges. It's a modern day Western.
I'm gonna leave myself a note. Hell or High Water.
It's modern day. It's in the West. These two brothers are bank robbers. Such a good movie and so smart. The caper that they pull off is so smart. I'm surprised. I'm surprised this doesn't happen in real life. It's so good, and I hate to keep saying smart. It is so intelligently put together, their caper, that I'm surprised not more people don't do it.
All right, I'll check it out, and we'll have to talk about the caper then.
Oh yeah,
but back up point. I mean, there's so many great representations of superheroes in movies by Marvel, and then you wonder why like other people just can't get it right.
yeah.
Like Fox, just how many times have they tried Fantastic Four now, and it has sucked.
Oh, they just can't. And how many more Robin Hoods and King Arthurs are we gonna see?
Well, how badly did the one this weekend bomb?
I want to say 18 million.
All right. Box.
I think that's what the story that I saw said. I'm pretty sure it was 18 million.
Weekend estimates. So again, not final. Robin Hood, $9 million.
No, it wasn't even. All right, maybe it was 8 when I saw the story.
Total gross is at 14.
Okay,
but the weekend gross is at 9 million.
Ugh.
Ralph
and they probably had it come up on Wednesday, for the holiday weekend.
Yeah. That's probably where the additional 5 million comes from.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Ralph Breaks the Internet made 55 million this weekend.
Mm.
And I know it had a chance of beating the previous Thanksgiving record. I don't know if it actually did. But
what was the previous record?
I don't remember.
See, this is stuff, in all honesty, we should be talking about so we can bet on it.
Yeah. Well, nobody saw Ralph making this much. The second largest Thanksgiving 5-day weekend of all times. Frozen being the number one.
Oh boy.
At 93 million.
Nothing's beating that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, but it did beat Moana by 2 million, it looks like.
Yeah, there are people who are still pissed off about that Moana film.
I enjoyed it. It was all right.
Yeah.
But look, the list of the top 10, I don't even have to go to 10, but the best 5-day openings of all time.
They're the top 5.
Top 5, Frozen.
Okay.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. Moana. Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Coco is number 5. And number 6 is Tangled.
Oh.
Now, what do... Huh?
No, I mean, they're all animated films.
They're all... And?
Oh, they're all Disney's.
Yes. Disney or Pixar. Disney, Pixar, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Literally, it goes Creed 2, which is the exception. The Good Dinosaur, which sucked. Enchanted, and then Four Christmases.
Enchanted sucked. Four Christmases was fun.
I never saw it.
It was fun. It's definitely not a movie theater movie. It's a DVD, HBO, movie.
Yeah, well, it's Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I mean, and they look cute together,
All right.
Robert Duvall, Jon Favreau.
Well, it's Vince Vaughn. You got to have Jon Favreau.
Yeah, I know they go together, like Stugots and John.
Yeah.
But they had the chick from Eastbound and Down, the girlfriend from the first season, Eastbound and Down.
Oh, really?
She was in it.
I didn't even know she was in anything else.
Oh, she's in a bunch of stuff. She's in Hell or High Water.
Oh, all right.
To tell you the truth. Yeah, she's in a couple things.
Nice. But the fact that 8 out of 10 of those were all like...
Yeah.
Enchanted is the only one that's not like really animated, but still, it's a live action version.
I want to talk Creed 2 next weekend. Next week when we record.
Yeah, well, I was hoping we would do it this week, but you didn't get to it, which is fine. It's a family
because
weekend.
I had to celebrate Thanksgiving on Saturday because we worked Thanksgiving.
That's fine. No, I knew that there was a possibility that it would happen because family obligations.
And then the plan was to see it Friday when we had the kids, and that was the other reason we held off. We were going to see it Wednesday, but both kids had said they want to see it with us, so they weren't with us until Thursday night. And then Friday we were going to go, but then we did something much cooler Friday than go to the movies.
Ooh, cooler than the movies.
Yeah, which will be my hot pick.
Oh, so a hot pick is not going to be what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, what do you think it was going to be?
Death of Superman.
No, I'm going to save that for next week because I want to talk about the voice, the actors in that.
I know that's the thing. If like you had made it a hot pick, I would have been like, I really want to go a lot deeper on this.
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather do that than even make it a hot pick. We could talk next week. We could talk Creed 2 and Death of Superman.
Yeah, because my short version is I like it, but it has problems.
Which is why I stopped talking about it with you when we were texting.
Yeah, I know. I realized.
I was like, it got to a point where I'm like, oh shit, we actually have different opinions on this. We should hold off. And I didn't want to say that because I feel like that curtails it. You know?
No, it's no. I knew that's exactly what you were doing. I could tell.
As soon as you got to that point, you were like, all right, no, we're gonna hold off on it.
Yeah, no, because I stopped talking about it too. I'm like, oh,
yeah, I think we stopped talking for like a day and a half after that.
Yeah, really.
I didn't want to go back to it. I was waiting for to send you a news story.
Yeah, well, it was also the holiday weekend, so I was just like, oh, we just dropped off.
Whatever. No, that was why I dropped it. That's why I didn't talk to you for like a day because I was like, shit, I don't want to go back to this. I need something else to change the subject to.
And I did watch it because you said, oh, I watched it. You should watch it. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And I had some time this weekend to catch up on shit like Titans and catch movies and whatnot.
I think Wednesday night I'm not on call, and it's my birthday.
Ooh,
maybe we'll see.
Birthday.
Yeah, maybe we'll see if the kids can come with us to the movies Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good. But let's find out what Stugots did on Friday with his hot pick.
So over in Orlando, there's a hotel called the Gaylord Palms. And every year they have an exhibition called Ice, where it's ice sculptures. And cool. It is a winter wonderland. The temperature is 10 degrees. So this way the ice, doesn't melt or melt very little, because they do replace pieces every day. And every year the theme is, it's always Christmas, but the theme is different. 2 years ago it was Charlie Brown. This year it was the film A Christmas Story. And we went, Jen, the kids, and myself. And let me tell you, first of all, the hotel is gorgeous. The grounds are absolutely magnificent. Their courtyard is enclosed, and there's like a stone castle for you to walk around. There's different restaurants to check out. But you go in, when you finally make your way into this winter exhibit, the Alpine Park, it's called, there is snow tubing. And then you go to the other side where the ice exhibit is, and you have to put on a parka because it's 10 degrees inside.
Yeah.
And it's legit 10 degrees.
No, of course.
There are temperature readings all around the place as you walk around inside. But man, it was absolutely gorgeous. Me being from New York, and I'm used to I miss like that cold a cold day here and there, as opposed to, holy crap, we got the air conditioner set on 72 right now because it's hot outside. It was so nice to see, but the craftsmanship they have. I mean, everything in this exhibit is all ice. They had the car, they had the tire changing scene where the lug nuts are flying up in the air. They're ice. The bar of soap, Ralphie being under the sink getting a glass of milk, the ice. The house the front of the house, all ice sculptures, and the level of detail. I took a photo of me next to Ralphie, and I mean, obviously the face doesn't have details. It's just a face. But man, oh man, his hat, you see like the individual strands of yarn that are carved in ice, on it for the pom-pom of his hat. The brother, when he comes down the stairs wearing the bunny suit, the ice looks furry because of the way they sculpt it and buff it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely gorgeous. I could not believe. When you say, oh, you go to an ice show, ice sculpture show, like, oh, okay. But man, oh man, then we walk out and it was over. There's one last setup. There's a manger setup, and there's a I don't know, it looked to be like an 8-foot tall angel with wings. The lines of the feathers on the angel's wings are carved individually, it was the craftsmanship is unbelievable. I suggest anyone who comes down to Orlando, the Orlando, Florida area, over the holidays to go there and check it out. It is so cool to see. I'll be going every year now because now that I know about this, and I love it, and I just want to see the different themes. I wish I would have went 2 years ago. It was Charlie Brown because I'm a big Charlie Brown fan.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But this was just absolutely magnificent, and to see the people, you could tell who the native Floridians are because they're wearing layers and layers. Like Jen wore two jackets, and then the parka that they give you, and hoods are up, and there's me in my regular New York City winter coat and my wool hat and my fingerless gloves, walking around like, oh, this feels good.
You're a bum, Rock. You're a bum.
Oh yeah, there's those gloves. Yeah, they're fingerless. But man, and to me it felt nice because I just every once in a while I just miss a cold day, not a cold snap or like wind chill of like -20 or anything like that, but just some cold air. Just you breathe nice and deep, you get that cold air deep into your lungs. Once in a while, just to me feels good. You know,
you just spent a week with that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to deal with it for 6 months, but every once in a while you get that day, and you're just like, oh man, yes.
Nice. Well, if I'm ever down there during the holiday season, I will have to go check it out.
I highly suggest you go, John. You should.
When does it run from? Like November, December? Or?
Yeah, it runs from Thanksgiving week. I think it started last Friday, and it runs till the first week of January.
All right. I'll see. Yeah, I was there literally like 2 weeks before that. So, all right. So my hot pick this week is a little comic book. There was this guy, Sam Keith, who did this comic book called The Max.
The Max.
Now, what happens if, the Outback gets infected and it's really somebody else's Outback and you're trying to figure out what the problems are? And it's a doctor who's trying to work on the Max and figure it out from Arkham Asylum.
What?
Yes, IDW has put out 2 issues so far, and I don't know if it's a 4 or 6 issue series.
Hey, could you hold that cover closer to your camera?
Yes. This is
God.
Batman, The Max, Arkham Dreams. Now, the first issue had...
Whoa, no, wait, go back.
So the first
get that one closer. Get that one closer.
A bunch of covers.
Holy crap.
Actually, let me see if I can lock my camera in. All right, this should lock me in. So the first... Oh, we don't need to see the pop-up for my stupid email. So...
Oh, my God, I love it.
First issue has lots of covers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip some of these covers because
they're
not all Sam, and they're very pretty, and I love them. And there's some that I would love to hang on my wall. But actually, I really dig this one, and I don't know offhand who the artist is.
Whoa.
It's at the back of the book, but it's so pretty.
That's nice.
But just trying to get to... Here we go. So we have the Outback. And it's really, the Max narrating the Outback. And
yeah.
Trying to figure out what's wrong and how things have changed. And he's still a bum on the streets, but gets found by Batman. And he's...
Now, wasn't the Max set in New York?
It was.
So how is he homeless now in Gotham, or did Batman come to New York to find him?
In this series, he's in Gotham.
Okay, that's fine.
It's fine. It is what it is. But he's then taken to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Where this doctor, tries to check him out.
Yeah.
And he's aware of the Outback. And
the doctor is.
The doctor is.
Is it Crane?
Huh?
Is it Crane?
No, I don't. It's a new character.
Okay.
It's not Hugo Strange or anything like that.
Okay.
I don't think.
That's what I meant, Strange, yeah.
Yeah, Crane would be Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's Strange, do they say? Blah, blah, blah. I'm surprised, in Australia, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm looking here. I don't think it's supposed to be. Because he doesn't have the beard in the next page.
Yeah.
And you can see he's all wired up, and the Max trying to find out about the Outback. And then Batman goes in. And, it's now Batman and the Max in the Outback trying to figure it all out. And that's the first issue. Now, the second issue has come out as well. And what happens when somebody else who's already kind of familiar with the Outback is connected by the Doctor?
Whoa.
So now you have the Joker against Batman and the Max in the Outback. But the Joker's insane and already knows how to go back and forth between the real world and the Outback.
Yeah.
Through his madness. And that's your second issue.
And then Mr. Gone goes too.
Mr. Gone kind of shows up later, but he's not really a big part of it. But or at least not yet. He kind of shows up at the end of the second issue.
I think if anyone was to read this, they should reread that Max series just as a primer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
oh my goodness.
Where's the page number? Yeah, I mean, this is halfway through the second issue. Your first appearance of Mr. Gone.
Yeah.
Just like.
Oh, Julie,
she's coming back and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really the end of the second issue. Whatever.
She's still wearing ripped jeans.
Yeah, it was she's still the social worker. She's still, the queen to Max's Outback.
Wow.
But there's a different queen in the Outback now, so it's probably somebody else's Outback. And what's the problem with her, and what does she need help with? So it's insane. 2 issues are out so far. I can't get
how many issues is it going to be?
I don't know. It's either 4 or 6. Batman the Max.
Wow.
Does it say IDW? Just look quick. Oh, I don't want to look at the cover. I've already seen the cover. If it says how many issues. I'm guessing it's either monthly or bi-monthly. I think it's monthly. Long awaited return. Does it say 5-issue miniseries event?
Okay.
So we were close in saying 4 or 6. It's 5 issues. Yeah. If you dig the Max, it's insane. It's awesome. If you've never read the Max, go back and read the Max.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Or at least watch the MTV cartoon if you can find that. And then if you're a Batman fan, I mean, it helps because there's so much Batman lore kind of getting connected.
Yeah.
But it's very much not a Batman story.
Yes.
But it works off the Batman mythos. So I'm digging it. I can't wait to see where it goes in the next 3 issues. I'll have to get copies over to you so you can review it as well.
Oh my God, yeah.
But that's my hot pick. And I love it. So yes.
Man.
So if you want to hit us up with some more Batman, Max, comic book, geekery, superhero, whatnots, you can find us at geekodrome.co. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, really wherever you want to find your podcasts, we're there.
Everywhere there's a podcast, there's Geekodrome.
We're also on the Twitters. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, we're at Geekodrome Pod on the Twitters. We're at Geekodrome Podcast on the Facebooks. I personally, I'm on the Twitters at Just John.
Just John.
And Stugots over there, he's at Don Stugots.
Don Stugots.
And he's also been known to be... Two.